Hey, it's bedtime. I got on my GMs. And now, it's a story of Steamy Pants McGee. Steamy Pants McGee. Steamy Pants McGee. She was an older lady. Portly, yes, but smart as a whip. She basically lived on a couch, which I do now. So, circle of life. Okay, so I am a caregiver whenever the chance arises. Takes focus off of me. I don't even think about it. I'm sick in the head, sick. It's sign language. If you want to touch something, something hurts, pain, or something, you're like sick. Anyway, so, she would, like, stay on this couch a lot, you know, and she really didn't go anywhere, but I think she did have family and stuff. She had, you know, some kids, grandkids, all this shit, so it was like, not only would she live on the couch, but she'd, like, poop and pee on the couch, too, so my job, I swear, this fly, I kill him and he reincarnates. Okay, so what if that's Steamy Pants McGee? Alright, so, I come over, I just do dishes for her, I do her laundry and stuff, I do her floor. I didn't give her baths, I didn't change her clothes, I did none of that shit. She had a little cat named Seneca that she loved, and that was it. She would, like, ask me to do specific things, though, like, if I like to use vinegar and water, she was like, put baking soda in it. It makes it not streak or something like that. You know, like if you're doing, like old people, like, they're like, use newspaper. Like, you just, like, whatever. So, this is what you want, this is what I'm doing. So, the one night, she was like, telling me how she has all these plans. She wants to do some Christmas shopping. And I said, okay, I'll take you Christmas shopping. The reason why I call her Steamy Pants McGee, lots of reasons. I forgot her name. And, also, when I did take her shopping that night, it was cold, it was Christmas. We went to dinner. And when I sashayed her out of the car, her butt was steaming, her pants were steaming, her diaper was full already somehow. And she was one of those ladies that she smelled like a toilet walking around and everybody knew, but nobody says anything. And even if you said something to her, she just kind of act like she doesn't hear you or something. So she was like that person. So she gives me this big list of shit to do. Now, her legs are like this. I mean, like, imagine like a circle and then there's two little sticks. That's her. Okay, so, plus she's steamy. Okay, so I took her to like a couple places like Sephora, Kohl's, all this shit. But I told her, I go, hey, you know, stay in the car. Let's put on your favorite song. Give me the list. I could go real quick. I was a secret shopper for a lot of places. I've had like 1,000 jobs. I'll have to have a video I have to have many videos of all the jobs. Okay, so I went and would run in and get all of her shit and come back. I got in the car. She was really happy. I'd show her everything, make sure she approves it before I went in and paid for it. The managers would agree, you know, like I'd make a deal with them. I'd say, listen, I got somebody disabled outside. Can you please let me run this out to her? I don't care if you stand in the door. Here's my purse. What do you want? My firstborn. Take it. La, 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 la. So, here's an egg, you know. So, I'm like, yeah. So, it all worked out pretty good. And we came home. I had, like, leather seats and stuff. Had like a Grand Prix red. Awesome car with it was a V6, which means it's 6 cylinders. It goes fast. A little bit of a gas hog, but you'll have that sunroof. Man, she peed all over my seats. So we walk in, and she's all happy, and I'm carrying in all this shit, and bags and bags and bags, and I think I made like $10 an hour. And it was fun because, you know, we got to go out and stuff. So, I think she paid for my meal, too. So, win-win. We walk in, she sits down on the couch, which is like, literally like this. And the bottom sags on the concrete because the carpet's gone. Okay, this is like on the concrete. And I've seen this with a lot of people who get older and nobody gives a fuck about them, and they don't care anymore either. So Seneca's laying there, you know, and she's like, "Oh, Seneca. Oh, Seneca, you're so sweet. Come here." She's like, "Do you believe how still she is right now, Seneca? You know it." And I was like, "Oh, no. I'm Seneca. Klaus. Klaus? Please don't knock the... Klaus. Klaus, you're like Seneca. Except for you're alive. And, so... La 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 la. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Seneca was dead. She's like, "Oh!" She's crying. She's like, almost impossible to, like, console, you know. She's had Seneca for, like, 18 years. You know what? He never started this shit until I started recording. He never does this, ever. He just did it once the other day. I was very surprised. And here we go. Look, he just wants to be on camera. I can't help it. I'm going to let him be. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, now you're all shy. Look at him. He's a star. Okay. Anyway. Well, oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. Oh, now he gets up and leaves. Now he's mad. Okay. So, basically, I'm like, what should I do? What do you want to do? Like, is your family going to come and take care of the cat? You know, like, what are you going to do with the cat? She's like, I don't know. And I go, okay, should I take the cat? She's like, yes, please, get it out of here. I was like, oh, God. I've never touched a dead animal like that. Actually, I had it that time. But still, I really didn't want to do it again. And it was my white cat, Bianca. She was all white, blue eyes, big paws, adorable. And she wasn't deaf. Usually a white cat's deaf. But yeah, she, well, the ones with blue eyes and all the other jazz. And then so I put that cat on the floor in my car in the front seat. And my kids were with their dad that night, and it was his weekend or whatever, and I left, you know? And I'm like, fuck this shit. This is so terrible. I cannot believe I've got this cat in my car. What am I going to do with this cat in my car? I can't believe it. Okay, so I lived in this crazy city where, I mean, it was insane. It was just so weird. It was the weirdest city ever. There were, like, pages of, like, I don't even understand the Asian patches, because the Asian patches didn't talk to anybody. And then there was Mexican patches, black patches, not really any white patch. Well, okay, I'd say like some low, definitely like methy white patches, and it's just a different Puerto Rican patch, you know, here and there. So I went to this bar down the street, and this girl, I don't know why, but I asked for a beer shot. And I saw somebody that looked like they didn't have any money, and I just got paid for taking this Steamy Pants McGee out, and I gave him the beer. I didn't know him from Adam. It's just, I've been that person. So I gave him the beer, I took a shot, and I turned around and I see this dude I know. He's like Native American dude. Where the fuck he came from, I have no idea. And I go, you hold him like that? Because I was thinking he might have some thing on him, because it was a rough night by the time I got to Seneca. So, Seneca was like really got me fucked up. I'm like, I'll just run across the street and get $50 or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'd fuck you. I go, what? And all of a sudden, like 3 girls pop up out of the blue from nowhere, I swear, like they parachuted from the fucking sky. What the fuck you say? That is my sister's man, blah, 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 blah. And these are like white girls that date black dudes that think they're black chicks that aren't white chicks. So it's like one of those things, but they also kind of like cling to the hillbilly, so they're like still doing all this, but they're still doing all this. So it's like, oh, blah, 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 you know, they just like are claiming everybody. So I was just like, and then the other one, I got like 3 of them. I just went, I just knocked the one out, punched the other one, tripped the other one, and I got the fuck out of there, okay? You understand me? I got out of there so fucking fast, like a herd of people start chasing me, because everybody in the bar knew these people. I really didn't know anybody there, but these are like the bar regulars, and that's probably where he worked, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, this guy out of nowhere just comes and grabs me, and he somehow he like grabs my hands like this, you know? And I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't even know this guy. He's like, the other people, they take out their cameras, they're filming me. They're like, ha ha, you're going to jail, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. I mean, these bitches spitting on me. I can feel their spit. Should I wait? What am I waiting for? Yeah, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. You're right here, okay? You're right here. So, I was never like that, by the way. Once something happens where you're like, okay, I don't know, there's no, like, honor anymore, so I'm not going to play that game. They are not honorable people to begin with. If I think they're going to play by any rules, I'm out of my fucking mind, so I know this at this point. I don't know how the fuck I got away. I have no idea how I got away. Guy messed up. I got it, hopped in my car, and I'm like, fuck. So I like go around. This guy knows where I live. A lot of people knew where I lived because I lived in like some government housing and shit. So they all know who lives there because that's where most of the activity is of certain things. So, man, I drove around. I'm driving around. I parked my car like in a miscellaneous spot, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get rid of this cat. I got this cat here. I'm not proud of this. Groove, close your ears. How you doing? Okay, so I was like, the cat is a board, and there was like a fence by the freeway that ran behind all the government houses and stuff and all the shitty neighborhoods and all these bright lights and all this shit. And I threw Seneca over the fence. I don't know what to do with Seneca. Seneca was in my cat, and Seneca lived a good life, but I don't have a shovel. I live in an apartment. I'm a single mother. I don't even have a man around me. I don't have nothing. How the fuck in the middle of the winter am I gonna bury Seneca? So I ditched Seneca, and I fucking, I'm out here. I say a little prayer or whatever, but fucking I'm out. Like a coyote or God, maybe a zombie or maybe another meth head or somebody down in that fucking area could go have fun with Seneca. Maybe make a little taxidermist. I don't know. The point is, life goes on. So, okay. I ran home, went to my favorite hide from the cops place under the couch, and then a couple days later I was like, woo, My son and I and my daughter, we went to PetSmart and we got her another cat. We brought in the cat. I asked her like 3,000 fucking times, including in front of my kids, are you sure you want another cat? Are you lonely? You want another cat? Yeah. I bring in this cat. I got a cat that was in a cage for 40 years. And it was real fat, just like her. And it's just going to be just fine. They'd be so happy together. And this cat had a little bit of a problem. So it was like they were perfect for each other. I opened up the box with the cat. And she goes, ew, it's ugly. And the cat takes off running. Oh, Madonna mia. So I'm chasing the gato. I'm chasing the cat. Me and my son had to get this damn cat out from behind like a washer, dryer, sink type situation. Pipes. Just like one of these, you gotta go underneath it. I ended up giving that cat to their dad. And he still has it. And he named it Thor. It's a girl, but he named it Thor. And this is before the Thor movie came out. He just likes mythology, I guess, whatever. But, okay, so fast forward. This is so lame, too. This is so lame. Fast forward. I think I'm out. I think I'm out of the clear. you know, there was cameras on the outside of the bar. Not only was there cameras, but I wasn't that cool about all that happened, and I just remembered this part. I did hide for a little bit, I did. But then I went and parked across the street. And I waited for them to come out, you know. And I went, boom, like right across the street. Flew right up on them, and I was like, boom, boom, like I'm going to kick the shit out of all three of you right now. Right now, y'all take me, call the cops, do all this. I'm gonna fuck every single one of you up. And then all of a sudden, I was back in the same situation. Hop back in the car. I take off. So fast forward 3 months later, I had already abandoned that apartment. The 3 months I went up, I'm homeless. Like my mom like says I'm gonna live with her. My son and my ex-husband, who loves to see me fail, by the way, in my opinion, at that time, he was helping me, which is odd because I think it's like the only time he's ever helped me with anything after I was divorced. And this is like probably like 7 years, 6, 7 years after I'm divorced. I had to be longer than that. 12 years maybe. It's been 20 years this year. But it don't matter. It does not matter. Cops pull up. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, how's it going? I go, hey guys, how you doing? They go, you know why we're here. And I was like, why? What's going on? Because I haven't been there for 3 months. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know that the boys ruined my apartment with like my own airsoft gun. Somebody pooped in my basement. I know that much. I know that there was probably like some crazy shit I might be on hook for that, you know. No, it was from that damn Steamy Pants McGee night. I got hauled right off to jail in the middle of moving. Do you know how stressful that is to be hauled off to jail in the middle of moving when you have zero money and the person moving you hates your face? I can't believe it. I think he only did it because my son was there, but he did bail me out. Praise God. I did pay him back. Okay, I did. It's like $600. I did pay him back. I ended up going to court like 3 times for this. Like the first 2 times, the first time it was like by the bar. And I was like, what? And they went to go play the tapes of me flying up and shit, and the tapes of the convenience store across the street, and the tape at the bar. Everything had everything, and it just at that moment it just kind of like just went gray, not fuzzy, not nothing, just kind of not even like distorted, just gray. You don't see me. I'm like, it's almost like someone took a sticker and like took wherever my car was and did one of those, you know. So they had to drop the charges. Turns out I had charges against me. You know who pressed charges against me? The drug dealer. The drug dealer. Turns out those bitches had something on them already. Go figure. But they wanted to get me back. His girlfriend was mad at me in the first place because one day I walked up to her and I said, hey, your grandma says she loves you and hug your teddy bear. And she almost dropped her glass. She's like, what the fuck did she say? Here, her grandma just died. And like, she gave her a teddy bear. It was very important to her. I had no idea what I was talking about. Just felt like telling her that. I don't know why. So they all had that. He never showed up to court. So thank God I never hired an attorney. But I never got in trouble either. But it did take me to jail. That's trouble. And I did have to go to court 3 times. And someone like me, I walk into the court thinking, oh, oh, there's going to be something else. Someone's going to take me up right now. Sure, I forgot some pretty funny deeds. But I got nothing. All right. Steamy Pants McGee. Good night.